The Northeast is more or less like a dumping ground for illegal immigrants. We might one day lose our land rights, we have already lose our economic rights, and one day we might lose our political rights. Most affected are East Jaintia Hills and East Khasi Hills. Most of the governments here in the Northeast and even the central government is also least concerned about the welfare of the indigenous inhabitants of the Northeast region. If modalities can be sought out to allow people from Manipur to pass through Nagaland in the presence of ILP, why can't we do that in Meghalaya? Our volunteers are going to conduct checks at every vehicle, at every person entering the state.
The Northeast Students Organization have all gathered here. Along with it is the Khasi Students Union, who's hosting this sit-in protest here in Khandailan. I'm joined by the General Secretary of Khasi Students Union, Donald Thaba. But if you can first tell us, what exactly is the theme of today's sit-in protest?
The theme for today's protest has been composed by the Northeast Students Organization in its last meeting held on the 6th of this month in Guwahati. That is the demand for the eviction of all illegal immigrants in the Northeast region.
Now, what we've seen is that illegal immigrants has been one of the main highlight of every civil society group. Why do you feel that this is still a matter of concern? Do you feel like it's been taken for granted? Talk about ILP also, it's not anywhere close. So do you feel like we're taking for granted the Northeast, or how do you look at it?
Yes, the Northeast is more or less like a dumping ground for illegal immigrants. We've seen immigrants coming from Bangladesh, we've seen immigrants coming from Nepal, and even people from mainland India. The dominant communities are coming in hordes in our state, in the Northeast region, which affects the demographic structure of our state. So what the government is doing is that it is not serious. Most of the governments here in the Northeast and even the central government is also least concerned about the welfare of the indigenous inhabitants of the Northeast region.
From time and again, we have seen the Ministry of Home Affairs, they've cited that it's because that the state of Meghalaya is a transit state, hence ILP cannot be a topic or can be implemented.
That is a lame excuse from the central government and all those groups who are opposing the implementation of the inner line permit here in Meghalaya. I will cite one example, and that state is Nagaland. Nagaland is also a transit state. People traveling from Manipur to other parts of the country or the world, they have to pass through Nagaland. But ILP is being implemented in Nagaland, and now ILP in Nagaland is also being extended into Dimapur district. Now, if modalities can be sought out to allow people from Manipur to pass through Nagaland in the presence of ILP, why can't we do that in Meghalaya? If people entering from Bernihat or Khanapara, going to Silchar or going to Mizoram, certain laws can be made, certain modifications can be made in the ILP, which can facilitate those people who are not going to stay in the state, but are just using the state only as a transit pass.
Do KSU feel like your protests are very mild? It's not something that has really pressured the central government also, or how?
We are not being mild. Actually, in 2013, the agitation is very aggressive. It is a 6-month agitation, and during the CAA agitation also, we include ILP in our demands. And right now we see that after many form of protests or agitations, we have decided to take a different form of agitation. And this form of agitation is that our volunteers are going to conduct checks at every vehicle, at every person entering the state through the interstate border or from the international border. Not only along the borders, but also along the highways, and even in localities in different pockets of the state also. We are conducting checks, we are conducting eviction drives in each and every part of the state. We are being compelled to do that because the government is not doing anything. It's more or less like we are implementing our own laws, our own ILP, but we have no other alternative but to carry on with that.
So mechanism is not very strong in the state, hence it allows, like recently we have seen a very serious situation where 8 Bangladeshis are easily entering the state. That itself shows a lot of message there. Do you feel like BSF also is not doing their job, or what else is still lacking that if you talk about international
We
borders?
don't know what is the BSF doing in the border. Yes, they say that they have been protecting the state. We don't know how much they have detained. so does the Meghalaya police, but we heard that they have detained a few Bangladeshis. But we feel that what they are doing is not more than enough. We feel that they should pursue aggressively in order to safeguard our borders, to safeguard our state.
Now, what is the next course of action following this sit-in demonstration?
After the sit-in demonstration, the KSU will continue again with its drive again against illegal immigration. We feel that as more and more people from outside the state are entering and settling in our state, we might one day lose our land rights. We have already lose our economic rights, and one day we might lose our political rights. When we lose our political rights, then the situation will not be will be more or less like Tripura, and we do not want that. So that's why we are compelled to conduct check and drives at 24/7, whether it's nighttime, morning, or daytime. We will do that.
In the KSU's drive that you all have carried out, which part of the districts in the state are very vulnerable?
Most vulnerable are East Khasi Hills, Ribhoi district, East Jaintia Hills district, and to some extent a few parts of West Khasi Hills. But the most affected are East Jaintia Hills and East Khasi Hills.
Okay. And Garo Hills, does that not concern?
Garo Hills, the Garo Students Union, they have been conducting checks on people entering into the state, and recently the Ampati zone of the Garo Students Union have been detecting illegal immigrants. But it's better if you contact our counterparts in Garo Hills.
Also, in today's sit-in demonstration, can you give us a gist of who are part of, who have come forward to support, who are the organizations?
We have received support from the Federation of the Khasi Jaintia and Garo people, Nyutrap National Youth Front, the Nyutrap Integrated Territorial Organization, and certain individuals are also attending this program.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Well, that was the General Secretary of the Khasi Students Union. Now, what I just wanted to show here is also that these placards that have been held up here, there were several of them here, but unfortunately because of the rain, whereas there are still some here. If you can look at the banners that says here, detect, delete, deport. Now, recently, Meghalaya witnessed a very what grabbed headlines was illegal immigrants from Bangladesh entering the state, which raised a lot of questions about how easily or immigrants are entering the border illegally. Also, we have like what the General Secretary had just mentioned also is that Northeast is not a dumping ground, and he's clearly stated that they have been taken for granted. Let us also try to talk to the NESO chairperson here. I'll just so today we're seeing several of the members and the civil organization leaders are all gathered here. What is the message for today's sit-in demonstration?
Well, the message is that the indigenous peoples of Meghalaya are united in one voice, and also the indigenous peoples of the whole of northeastern region are united in one voice to pressurize, to call upon the government of India and also the respective state governments to take note of this very serious issue that has been affecting the different states of the northeastern region.
But we've also noticed that, time and again, it's NESO and other civil society groups are coming together, but we don't see much answer or any action from the Ministry of Home Affairs or from the central government. Do you think, like you clearly mentioned in one of your placards here, that Northeast is not a dumping ground? Why is that mentioned? And also, do you feel like the Northeast is being left out and treated like?
Well, you see, as history witness, Northeast has been a dumping ground of illegal Bangladeshis right from 1947, and because of the dumping of these illegal refugees in the different states of the northeastern region, the indigenous peoples of Tripura have become a minority in their own land. 1947, 1971, because of the liberation war in Bangladesh, even in our state also we have the refugees were dumped in our state, and also in the different states of the northeastern region. That's why we are putting this placard that Northeast is not a dumping ground for refugees.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Time and again, the message of the fear of tribals being minorities in their own land. This is one message that we have seen time and again. This is Princess Rasha reporting for East Mojo in Shillong.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to East Mojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.